your 2:30 patient is creating a ruckus out here. And I walk out and there's this guy he's got a Ford Motor Company hat on. He's about 50 years old. And he's to the whole exam room. He's going, I ain't waiting. I'm losing money. I ain't waiting. I'm losing money. Okay. So I had this conversation with him in the exam. Lots of patients are around there. And I'm saying, okay, I'll be with you in 30 minutes, sir. I ain't waiting. I'm losing money. Sir, how about 20 minutes? Sir, I ain't waiting. I'm about 15 minutes. So, I'm sitting here with a room full of patients and I'm dickering with a lunatic. And so finally he comes in and he's about as happy to see me as I am to see him. It turns out he works at this, he was parts manager at Ford, and he's got this back pain, and he's had this back pain for a while. But amazingly enough, he doesn't want time off work. He doesn't have a legal claim. He doesn't want narcotics. And I'm thinking to myself, what does he want out of me? And I hate to be cynical, but before I do that, I remember my training in this. And I remember one of the questions to ask people is, how is this affecting your life? And so I said, before I ask anything, let me just ask you something. How's this back pain? You're still working, you're doing everything. Don't want time. How's it affecting your life? And he says to me, I have a 12-year-old son and I can't play catch with him. Now, when he said that, it reminded me a few years earlier, I had a nerve problem in my arm and my son was about 12 years old. And that was one of my great fears, that I'd never be able to play catch with my son. And so we talked a little bit about the back pain. I didn't have any magical cures, but we talked a little bit about baseball. We talked about having sons. We talked about playing catch with our sons. And I can tell you that we both left that exam room with a feeling of connection with another human being. And I know, like I said, I didn't have any magic cures, but I know he left there feeling that someone heard him and someone saw him. And I left that exam room feeling, you know what? I think I did something good. But man, I felt good with that connection. I felt I had really connected with another human being. And that's the kind of thing that brings joy and meaning into our professional lives, when we can connect like that, even with the routine, run-of-the-mill, chronic back pain, chronic headaches, chronic tingling all over type of patients, is making that connection. And that's why we still hopefully have an edge over AI.